this ocean view. So the government of Guyana has just signed a contract with a Middle East company, a Middle Eastern group. I don't know where they're from. I think they're from the United Arab Emirates. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it was in the news recently, but I hadn't paid close attention to it. Because this is a subject I actually talked about in the past. The government of Guyana has signed a contract, or has signed a memorandum of understanding, or has given permission to build high-rise buildings in this location. In other words, they're going to put hotels and condominiums
Distance
along
3 miles. Duration 39 minutes 36 seconds. Pace 20 minutes 22 seconds per mile.
Morning. So they're going to put high-rise condominiums and hotels along this stretch of the seawall. So this is the ocean view, and you can imagine this is in fact one of the few areas in Georgetown that does not contain residential neighborhoods, because the earlier administration of the city of Georgetown chose to make these fields into playgrounds and parks. Now the reason why I'm talking about this is because as I was passing here, I noticed that they started digging up the side of the road. They're actually going to widen the road, and so they're going to move all of these stalls eventually, I suppose, because this is where people have built up their weekend concession stands, right? People have put up concession stands because on the weekend nights, Saturday and Sunday here, the seawall is jamming. You know, there's lots and lots of people who come out here just to hang out on this seawall. This is the old Earth Station. This building used to be where there was a huge dish for transmitting radio signals across the Atlantic Ocean, and that of course has been abandoned. The dishes have been torn down. You can see in some earlier videos where, you know, in the 2013 or so, 2017, where the dishes were still standing in some of my videos. There is still a signal tower there. But of course, since the advent of wireless communications and internet communications, there's no longer a need for these radio signals. But yeah, I saw this public works being done here, where they were digging up the side of the road, and I realized that actually this is evidence that they're beginning to do that redevelopment of the seawall area. Now on the other side of this seawall area, there is land that was given to the various groups and schools, like GDF or the Guyana National Service has a ground over here. They're playgrounds basically for games and clubs. So they'll have a stand. I remember doing athletics, I think, in some of these fields. Some schools still come out here to do their athletics. So there is the St. Stanislaus ground out here. There is the National Service ground and a couple of other institutions. And I suppose, so this is the view of the Atlantic Ocean that is becoming a coveted view for redevelopment. Now beyond these grounds, you can see there's some traffic. There is Carifesta Avenue, right beyond the grounds. You can see the cars are driving on Carifesta Avenue, and on the other side of Carifesta Avenue there's a national park. So this area didn't really have residential development, which makes it a easy target for redevelopment, because you don't really have to evict residents like they did to build those roads, the bypass roads. And I understand that what's going to happen next is that all of this land is going to become a long line of high-rise apartments and condominiums and hotels, just like the Pegasus and the Marriott in the distance. I'll continue this in the next video. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. See you in the next one. Later.